Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and a bit of news circulating the online fitness world in the last day or two. And a few people have asked me to comment if I would jump in and give my take on all of it. But it involves a big mix-up between Prime Nutrition, Blackstone Labs, who I've kind of jumped on before, and Aaron Singerman didn't like that too much. He mentioned me in his podcast. Aaron Singerman and John Meadows. So let me put on my +5 hat of weaponsmithing, do a little crafting, and let's talk about this. Now, a lot of guys like Cliff Notes. They don't want to hear the whole video, but news videos like this, you almost need to. But you know what? I'm going to give you guys the cliffs first for those who want to cut out. Everyone in the supplement industry is corrupt, con men, snake oil salesmen, everything else. That includes everyone involved in this, all the parties involved, everyone trying to make serious money off the supplement industry is conning you in some way. In fact, case in point, anything that a supplement company makes, you can make yourself cheaper. Just like you guys see me doing my crafting here, you guys see me doing this stuff. I ask you guys a simple question. Those of you who don't understand economy of scale, since right now the stuff I'm making is not reloading, this is fresh loads. Anyone guess what my cost is on what's in this box right here? In this box, $40. At the store or to order online, this box is $100. And that's if I don't reuse any of the brass. Just throwing that out there. $60 savings, making that myself. Drops another $17 if I reuse the brass. So again, same thing with anything in the supplement world. If there's something in a supplement product that actually works, do you think those people aren't selling it to you at a profit? Why do you think they do these proprietary blends? Why do you think the product that we're going to get to in a minute that John Meadows was testing had multiple ingredients? Why? They try to pretend like there's magic ratios so that you can't mix it yourself. When the reality, if there's something that contains 30 milligrams of powder A and 10 milligrams of powder B and 5 milligrams of powder C mixed together, I can assure you, you could go buy all those powders yourself, wholesale, and make yourself $100 worth for $20 or $30 tops, maybe even $10. Welcome to reality. You're paying for people to mix things, they're advertising, they're shipping, to put labels, big shiny labels on it. That's what you're paying for. And that's assuming any of it works. Now, that being said, what happened here? Well, apparently, John Meadows, and I might link at the end of this video some of the screenshots, but Blackstone Labs put their own timeline and their own spin all the way out there. And for those who don't know, Aaron Singerman was the original founder and CEO of both Prime Nutrition and Blackstone Labs. If I got that wrong, somebody let me know. But they're all basically under the same ownership, same management. Now, this company has claimed because of his own poor ethics that they've distanced themselves from it. He doesn't run anything. He's still a shareholder and everything. But because he was notorious for pushing stuff out, making sure labels were printed and everything was hitting the shelves and being shipped out before labels were actually accurate. Stuff was often underdosed, whatever. Well, apparently, John Meadows was aware of some email between, I think it was Singerman and PJ Braun, whatever his name is. I can't keep up. I don't know who all these people are. I can't keep up with them. Don't really give a shit either. They're all snake oil salesmen anyways. The only reason you need to identify them is in case you bump into them, don't not buy anything from them. Outside of that, we don't need to know anything about these people. But yeah, that he knew about some email he had sent him stating that they were going to underdose this one product. Well, John Meadows took that product. I guess he was given a sample, and he took it to a lab, published it on the lab a couple days ago all over his social media, showing that out of the 2 ingredients in there, one of them is like half dose what it was supposed to be, and the other ingredient wasn't found at all. Created a big fuss, and now Blackstone Labs is denouncing him and giving their whole timeline, which you guys can read, but you know, that's just damage control. And at the end of the day, it shows you the ethics of the people involved in this industry. These companies knew their products were being underdosed, yet they're going to jump on the guy who exposes it. But you know what? Then they're claiming he tried to extort money from them, demanded $100,000 from Aaron Singerman or whatever to not release it. And you know what? I guess that's fair play at the end of the day. You know a company's pulling some unethical nonsense and you tell them, well, you give me money or I'm going to expose it. Is what it is. Me personally, I'd strong arm them a little more than that. But if I had that type of leverage over somebody. But that's just me. And again, I don't really get involved in these companies. I had a little brief stint messing with Tiger Fitness, and I realized that even though they talked a good game of ethics, Mark is no better than anyone else in this industry. And I got sick of it and walked away from it, distanced myself from a little bit of pocket change I was getting out of it because it just wasn't worth it to me. I had hoped that it would be different, but no. This whole industry is the same. And the thing is, people are like, well, John Meadows is no better. He's trying to extort money. Be like, well, actually, we could say John Meadows is no better because he was cashing in on the supplement industry big time. And extorting money, well, hell, their gains are ill-gotten. He's just trying to get some ill-gotten gains. Also, you know what, at the end of the day, fuck all of them. Fuck every one of them. They're all shysters. They're all selling overpriced or worthless or toxic products. All right? Because Blackstone Labs specializes in various pro-hormones that are actually usually worse for you than legit anabolics. But because they get loopholes in the law that let them sell them, they sell overpriced toxic garbage that people could go buy for a fifth of the price or a third of the price themselves without the fancy label. It's not like any of this stuff's hard to get. If it's still legal and they're in for research purposes or whatever, any of these products, I damn well can assure you, you can find them online in powder form and make your own. And you know what? Yours will probably be accurately dosed, unlike the stuff they might sell you where they put half the product in there. But Blackstone Labs sells all sorts of toxic garbage. They're known for it. And that's not even subject to debate when you look at a lot of these products and you look at the lab results. Yeah, they have liver toxicity. That's why they end up getting banned. They've had multiple products that they've sold that have been banned and outlawed eventually, and then they pull it off the shelf. But they're selling a lot of overpriced toxic garbage, verifiable. I mean, again, anything that's got a anabolic hormone in it, any sort of steroid, pro-hormone, whatever, that has a method to bypass the liver to get in through your GI tract, is going to have a degree of toxicity. Unavoidable. That's what they sell. That's what they sell. And then, you know, you've got John Meadows involved in all of it, trying to make money off of them. And you know what? Like I said, fuck every one of these people. Fuck Prime Nutrition. Fuck Blackstone Labs. Fuck Aaron Singerman. Fuck John Meadows. He's a shyster trying to extort money that's ill-gotten gains that he knows didn't come through anything but conning young men out of their hard-earned money and selling them overpriced garbage. And then he's trying to extort that same money back, you know, the ill-gotten gains, profiting off of mislabeled products. Aaron Singerman for mislabeling products, and then PJ Braun for working in the middle of all this shit. And I barely know who he is, but his name gets thrown around there. Well, fuck him too. Fuck every one of these people. And at the end of the day, you guys who follow all these con men and listen to what they have to say while they're ripping you off, ripping everyone off, selling overpriced garbage that you could make yourself for a fraction of the cost, if it even works, and most of the time it doesn't. And people just eat it up and follow all these people while they're bending you over, fucking you without even the goddamn common courtesy of a reach around. You're lucky if they even spit on it first. And everyone just seems to love it. Kind of makes me wonder if the reality is that people just like being fucked over. They must. The fact that these companies exist and any of these people have massive followings tells me at the end of the day, maybe my efforts are futile. Maybe people actually like being fucked over. Clearly they do. Clearly they enjoy it. People in this industry, the worst of all. But yeah, I mean, I see these scandals and I'm looking at it going, man, people are trying to take sides in the middle of it. Every single one of these sides are the bad guy. This is kind of like some of the elections we have, to where people say, oh, my candidate is less evil than your candidate. I'm voting for the lesser of two evils. That's what you're doing when you're taking sides in any of these bullshit. Because every one of them, all of this is shady. The whole thing is shady. Every one of these companies, every one of these people involved, it's all shady. This whole industry is. And at the end of the day, you know what? Fuck all of them. stop giving them your money. Stop giving them your support. If you really want any sort of real ethics, this whole industry doesn't have ethics. Walk away from it. Stop giving these people support. Because they're all in the business of basically fucking people over and in the business of profiting on people's insecurities. That's what these people do. That's the whole industry summed up. Alright guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time.